Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the Military and Surplus channel. Today we're just going to be taking having a quick look at the Air Raid Precautions Training Manual number 1, first edition. Basic training in air raid precautions. So this is just going to be like a quick 5-minute video or such, just taking a quick look through this because I don't really have anything, or any time, sorry, to upload, so I have to do this dead quick. And yeah, basically that's it. Let's get into it. These books were issued to ARP, which is Air Raid Protection Precautions, whatever you want to call them, which were the civil defence of Britain in World War II, from like 36, I believe, somewhere really around there, to 45, and so on. But the main one is 39 to 45, as you can see in this World War II one. This book is just a basic booklet on how to make splint, protect yourself from gases, what gases do, the types of respirators, how to treat gas wounds, all stuff like that, stirrup pumps, just all really cool stuff like that. Okay, so let's get on to the front bit of this. So as you can see, this is the Air Raid Precautions Training Manual number 1, first edition. I believe there was 2 or 3 editions, I'm not quite sure, but there was definitely more than one. I've seen a 2nd edition, but never a 3rd or anything like that. So that's cool. And it says Basic Training in Air Raid Precautions, which obviously you'll see in a minute is just a booklet on how to do stuff. And London, His Majesty's Stationery Office, 1940, price 6 dime, which I believe like 98 pence nowadays, which is insanely cheap. I think it's probably worth about £10 now, which is pretty good. Oh, speaking of price on these, I actually did get this for free from a cafe near me. It's focused on like the home front in a seaside town, and if you are ever stopping by that area, it's like Mablethorpe, if you ever heard of that, in like the east of England. It's a very good place. You should go there and go to the Blitz Tea Room, which is where I got this from. So I'm about an hour and a half away from there, so it's fairly close, but it's very, very good for what it is. Also a very nice spam sandwiches, just going to say that. Okay, now I'm off on a tangent. But yeah, I got this book for free. Yeah, for free actually. And so let's just have a look inside on the first couple of pages. And as you can see, there's mini-Mach firefighting equipment, fire extinguisher, stirrup pump, sand containers, all stuff on there. And the places in here, some of these things actually still exist, which is very nice. You can go see them on, on Google Maps or in real life. So these do stirrup hand pumps, Red Hill sand cones with scoop and hoe, portable fire escapes, fire hoses, hydrants, couplings, pipes, blankets, lovely material, first aid cases, etc, etc. Obviously this was the 40s, so this was very widespread use. You've got your fire extinguisher, and get onto here. There is the published by His Majesty's Stationery Office, and you purchase them, and the addresses are York House, Kingsway, London, 120 George Street, Edinburgh, 26 York Street, Manchester. I'll let you read the rest of them. I'll just keep waffling. And again, 6 dime, which is like 98 pence, so basically a pound. And it's just the front cover in that. We'll just like to focus. There we are. And as you can see, it tells you everything that's in this book. There's a lot. As you can see, it's the most interesting part. War gases. It's all like your the British heavy decon suits, I believe they were, or gas suits, anti-gas suits. There's actually illustrations of them, so I'll try and find them. But it's all about how to organise civil defence, sorting out bombs or stuff like that. Really interesting stuff. Just focus. Here we are. It's all like your GCR, your pure ethers, all your home front stuff. So like shock, fractures, burns. Yeah, and there's like another page of this. It's quite mad. Obviously it's here. Just waffle for us. It's the introduction. And we'll get to some interesting pages. I will find the respirator page for you now. So this is basically it. Oh, no, it's explosive, sorry. But it's all like, sorry about that. It's on about gases, effects on the body, your blister agents, choking irritants, sorry. All not very nice stuff, nasty stuff. Contamination, attacks, there should be, yeah, there's, oh, sorry about that. There's a table of all the different gases and what the effect does as well. So I'll just leave this in shot so you can see this for a bit. But it's like the properties, the odour, the effects, melting of freezing point, persistence, general function. And there you are, here's the second bit here. So it's all like your chlorine, lewisite, phosgene, tear gas, all that sort of stuff, and mustard. Obviously here, lewisite, colourless when pure, but you know. And it's just not very nice stuff at all. So I'll take you on to the next page, and here you are. You can see the GCR. I forgot to get mine out in a minute, and here's an actual interesting illustration of the filter. The filter with like the intake, charcoal particulate filter, diaphragms, wire gauzes, springs, all that sort of jazz. And then you've got your CDRs, your purethers and service respirators, and the what they're called. I believe the Mickey Mouse and the helmet respirators in here as well. I've not seen, but there you can see your early pattern of CDR or civilian duty respirator with the one hole on the front. Oh, and speaking of anti-gas helmets, here we are. What's funny about them is you have to pump the air for the child, so if you don't pump it, the child will die of asphyxiation, which is not very nice. It's a bit counterintuitive when you're trying to run away from a cloud of gas or whatever, and you have to remember to pump your child's respirator as well. But, oh well, this is 1940s Britain, so. And obviously it's the service respirator Mach 4 and Mach 5, I believe. I've got my eyes on a red rubber Mach 4 at the minute, so I might be getting that, hopefully, if no one buys it. And there it's on about the intakes and absorbent pads. The earlier type was supplied with a container on which the inlet valve was placed at the outer end. In this pattern, a removable absorbent pad was fitted on the inside of the container to protect it from infection and moisture from the breath. So it's sort of like the VM40 sweat ring sort of thing. Then you've got the Mach 4 and 5 filters. You've got a Type E, I believe it is, it says somewhere. Type E canister, that's the Type A. But the red rubber one I've got my eyes on is the Type E, the brown filter. Then it tells you how to don and doff your GCR, General Service Respirator. As you can see, it's just like your standard pattern of them, the common ones. There you are, just tells you how to do that. The book has survived in remarkable condition for it being 81 years old. I'm not complaining. And if I can get all that in shot, there you are, it tells you about your GCR, the Mickey Mouse one, CDR, and the anti-gas helmet. Then it tells you about the service respirator and how it's attached, the alert, where it's like, I believe it's on the chest round there, and the slung on the side. Oh, there's an authentic 1940 hair in my book. Lovely. There you are, you've got the alert and slung position. Yeah, I was right in saying that. The alert position is obviously for expecting gas, and that's just general carry. And I'll just let you have a look at this quick. It's all about how to store it, when to clean it, and all that sort of stuff. And here is a beauty I would love, but I will never get one because of price and rarity. It's the heavy anti-gas suit without the hood this time, which is what I want to get, but I won't. So it tells you how to take it off on the next page. And here you are, anti-gas clothing, treatment for the misting. Can this focus? Here we are. I'll just talk about how to take it off first quick. There you are, it's how to take it off. Helmet and curtain if worn. The curtain is the little drape thing that goes around the back of the helmet to protect from, obviously, liquids and that. Your hood, your gloves, your respirator, your jacket, trousers, boots, underclothing, and yeah, that's the such. This is a first aid one, which is interesting. A casualty lying in a pool of mustard gas, and at the same time bleeding dangerously from an artery in the leg, should have the first bleeding controlled before it's moved away from the liquid gas. You'd probably be very, very lucky to survive that. Obviously, mustard gas isn't the nicest. It's a blister agent. Your skin's not going to be looking too good after. And obviously, if you're bleeding from an artery, you're going to die within 60 seconds. So, sorry about that. You're going to need a tourniquet real fast. And it's just all your stuff about first aid for crush, burns, breaks, hemorrhaging there, shock, all that sort of stuff. The next page, I believe, is how to make a splint. Oh, it's a triangular bandage. There we are. Like I said, this book has amazing quality and survived. I'm surprised it survived for this long. There you are. This information will still be good today, actually, if you've got no splints or anything like that. You can get 2 planks of 2x4s or wood or whatever you want to call them. Stick into your arms and boom, you've got a makeshift cast or splint. It's all about fractures of the pelvis, and thigh bones, all stuff you don't really want to break at all. Some more illustrations of splinting a thigh bone. And there, and you can see ARP wardens there. Can't remember at the minute what SP stands for, so if you know, please comment. Dislocations, insensibility, unconsciousness. Some more illustrations here. It's CPR. Interesting to see that he's on his back for CPR. That certainly wouldn't work nowadays. It's all about strokes, asphyxia, all that sort of stuff. Gas casualties. And just flick through it quick. Show you this. Try and move the camera backwards so you can see it as well. There, I'll just show you like each page. So if you want to screenshot it and have a look at it, there you are. And there's this picture, which is quite cool. Bearing in mind they've made a splint, a full body splint out of a broom. It's just like all that sort of stuff. Another one there. Splints there. All about unexploded bombs, departments, all that stuff. Then there is incendiary bombs, or just that sort of stuff. I just skip to this bit, and it's on about antiseptic, which, yes, TCP is very useful. And there was a Seed Gorman page. I'll try and find it. But there you are, you've got a stirrup pump for pumping water. Can't remember what that 24/6 means. It's the price, obviously, but I can't exactly remember. Then you've got for extinguishing incendiary bombs, for emptying flooded cellars, basements. Because it pulls the water out there, it pumps it and goes out there. Quite a nifty idea. Then you've got more antiseptic. Here it is, the Seed Gorman page. Obviously, you know, this is the Respirator company, which sadly went out of business and isn't a thing anymore. But we can't change that, and they established in 1819. I did not know that. That is very interesting, actually. But yeah, that's my, well, I was going to say 5-minute video. It's turned out to be like 13.5 minutes, but oh well. You get a video, so you can't complain. That was my video on the ARP Precautions, ARP Training Manual number 1 first edition, Basic Training in Air Raid and Precautions. If you did like this video, give it a like. If you didn't like it, give it a dislike. Hope to see you all the next time. Stick around and cheerio.